Good evening. Welcome to Hartwood Turning from the stable studio. I've just spilt my tea. 2 seconds till I mop this up. What a mess I've made. I don't know how I managed to spill my tea, but I managed it.
Fancy wasting all that.
I know.
You painted it just now.
I've only got half a cup of tea now. But anyway, who
Got a
cares? Right,
kettle, make another one.
let's see who's in the background.
Plenty of
Hovering.
time.
You can tell already. Let's see. Let's have a
We
quick
can't
check.
keep our gob shut.
There they go. Look. We've got the lovely Joe who's going to tell me who's in.
Good
We've got the
evening.
wonderful Pete and we've got Terry.
Evening up.
Hello, everybody. Hope you
How's
don't
it
enjoy yourself tonight, the miserable so-and-so.
Oh, God, have you heard him already?
We started already. No sympathy in this place, I'm telling you. Right,
No,
anyway.
don't Brian look young, everybody. Everybody say it. Brian looks young.
Nice,
You
Brian
do
looks
look
young.
young.
clean shaven, and
You look attractive.
yeah, right.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Joe.
I wouldn't go as far as that either.
Well, you
Yeah.
know.
You're way mad altogether, Joe. Anyway, I'm going to put you guys back in the background.
Bye-bye.
Straight up.
Bye.
Just
See
can
you later,
relax now.
folks.
You're back in the background. There you go. You can relax.
That's it. Pete can continue to drink.
Pete's already opened his first in a doom bar, so
Yep, timer started.
the timer has kicked in.
Yeah, we're away.
Let me just have a look and see what we're going to do this evening. It's hashtag week. So hashtag Christmas Sweet Bowl is what it was called, wasn't it? Christmas
Not
Sweets
bigger
Bowl.
than 8 inches.
Not bigger than 8 inches.
Christmas
So,
themed sweet bowl, he said.
Christmas themed Sweet Bowl. That's a huge hashtag.
It is.
Hashtag Christmas Sweet Bowl.
If you're going to cut, he said it had to be coloured in all
Let
different,
me
in
go
Christmas.
to the overhead camera. There's the overhead camera on Zoom.
Oh, that's good.
So there's a piece of wood. Now, I prepared this piece of wood earlier with the wood run screw on it, which is not very tight because the wood's a bit punky. So, I'm a bit worried about that actually. But we'll see how
Bit
it
of a
goes.
flyer.
We could have a disappearing. But it's also got this massive inclusion in it. The inclusion is quite deep. This deep.
Cheating, isn't it?
That deep.
Having a
Blimey.
big hole in it so you don't have to sort of.
Well, it's less work.
Yeah.
It's less work.
That's what I was trying to say.
So if I just put a line around there, that's going to be the bowl. This is going to be some kind of pedestal. We hope. But this piece of wood, let me show you it from this angle. Which angle do I want? This one. Yes, this angle. This piece of wood is really punky. It's kind of just
Falling to bits.
falling to
What
bits.
is
Right.
it, Brian?
It's I think it's chestnut. I think, but it's kind of spotted and it may be past its best. But we'll give it a go and see how we go on. I've already got a tenon prepared on this side. Well, it's not quite prepared. It needs a tiny little bit of adjustment because it's not got a dovetail on it. But we'll just put a quick dovetail on it. Turn that round there a bit. And we'll just put a quick dovetail on from here. So a little bit of a dovetail. And that you can see the little dusty bits flying off that already. It's just a fraction height. So what we'll do is we'll bring this corner around and we'll take it down in a bit. I want to try and get down to make the foot where you can see it there, somewhere about there somewhere. So hopefully that'll be where the foot is. And we'll make a pedestal in between that and try and get rid of this gaping hole. So 3/8 bow gauge, and I'll get started trying to shape that a little bit whilst Joe tells me who's in the chat.
Good evening and welcome everybody. In the chat at the top, I have Win Turner, Andy Door 60, Malcolm Douglas, Weeval, Michelle Ousby, Alex Wurzel the Wood Butcher, Roger Kent, Raymond Wise, Susie Swift Wood Turner, Alex of Widdentings, Grandma Rooftube, Vinnie Charlton, Colin at Turn Links, Ward Wilson, Tony Smith, Paul Hoyton, the Grimsby Turner.
You might see the bits that's coming off of that, how punky this is.
Doug Bennett. Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks. Dave Oatey. Barry Chitty. Alan Gibb.
That was the wood one, sure, letting go there.
Mhm.
James Crawford.
Yep, that's not going to work.
Tighten the tailstock up, centre between centres, it'll be fine.
Yep.
Mr.
Tightened
G's
up a
wood
bit,
turning.
Pete.
Larry Nixon. Andy Woodwork Learner. Rob Cockerell wood turning. Terry Bartlett.
Now let's have a
Richard
look, see what that
Phelan.
inclusion is. Good bit to go there yet.
Mike dances with aardvarks.
Now, Mike.
Woodworm Paul. Chris from Bailey Woodworks. Brian Eltonera de Madeira. Albert Dawson. Now that's a new name to me.
Mhm.
Lucy Bundy Rowe. Benjamin. Roy's the boy. And I think I've got to the bottom, and I do hope I've not missed anybody out. But it's
Good.
No,
possible.
Joe, you haven't missed any except Mike, you, Malcolm Douglas. I think you might have said Rob from Klingscore Braces, William Kenny, Paul Finley, Grandma Ruth, Roger Kent, Raymond
No,
Wise,
they
Vinnie
were on my
Charlton,
list.
Tony Smith.
Yeah, I got
Anybody
Tony
else?
Smith. They must have been above on the chart.
Well, like I said, you know.
Suit your face, Bray.
Yeah, if you'd have
Yeah,
been in time, you would have been all right.
Andy the Valley
Hey!
Wood Turner. Yeah, you see.
I wasn't time.
Yeah, you were a minute past. That's why we were late.
It wasn't.
You say
It was
Grandma Ruth?
7:30 on my iPad.
Did you say Grandma Ruth Tube? Because
I
I'll tell you what. That wood has just blunted that chisel completely.
Really?
On the left wing.
Wow. It does look very.
That's the problem I had last Thursday. It was
Plastic
killing my
back.
chisel.
So this gentleman.
Andy wants to know if you fixed your heater.
Yes.
Fine. You
I
did.
came back out to my workshop this morning to have a look at the what do you call it? The power supply unit.
Mhm.
I switched it on.
Right.
It rattled a bit and worked.
Must be the fan, maybe.
So I don't know. But it's not rattling now, and it's working away there.
Bit of sawdust got in the fan. So.
And I don't know what's going on there, but it's actually working again. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Looks like a deep inclusion, doesn't it? Colin at Turnlink says the sweets will fall out of that.
Yeah.
Brian.
Mike Evans is in.
Well, I hope
Good
not,
evening,
caller.
Mike. Albert Dawson, that's who I was saying. Does anyone know an Albert Dawson?
No.
I know
Welcome
Les
aboard,
Dawson. Is that any
Albert.
good? No, Les
Anyway.
Dawson. Is that any good? No.
No, not seen.
Welcome, Albert. We're nutters in here, but
Good evening and welcome. If we know you from a different name, then apologies for not recognising you here. But
You'll have to enlighten us if there's another name to be had.
yeah,
Still got a little
Oh,
bit.
Wayne's got a point, Brian.
Yes.
He said, Brian, you should be turning this like a spindle with end grain because the prep video showed you with this end grain.
It is end grain.
Is it?
It is end grain. But that doesn't stop you using the bowl gauge on it.
Oh, no. Putting
Really?
pearls in. Really?
I've just changed our 10mm bow gauge.
Good evening, Ellie.
Albert's a big follower of Wayne's.
Okay.
Welcome, of course. Make sure you click the subscribe button and
If
Yeah.
you're not subscribed
the
yet,
little
that
bell
would be
next to
nice.
it.
So I'm just kind of trying to get to the bottom of this to where I have got no inclusion. Or no gaping hole.
Wivey Woodshed's joined us. Good evening, Andrew.
True.
So at the end
Yeah,
of the day,
I
I'm
would have
just
left the inclusion at the bottom of the bowl and put it as a vending machine.
Yeah, good point again.
shake the bowl to get the sweets out the bottom, Pete. Is that?
Yeah.
Wayne says that's why the woodworm screw's not holding very good.
Yeah, that's exactly why it's not.
Yeah.
It's exactly right. Wayne, you're 100% right. I could have just put it between centres. You're right.
We'll put another 10 on the end.
Whatever. It's spinning.
Spinning.
The woodworm screw is deep in there, so
Spinning
it's 100% safe.
Yep. It's just trying to get a decent cut on this crappy wood, so they don't have to spend hours sanding.
Resharpen for the
You
fine.
like sanding, don't you, Brian?
Nope, I do not like sanding.
Huh?
I'd far rather just cut.
You can't say
Be
that.
done.
Rob's in the chat. He'll be in tears now.
Oh, sorry, Rob. I love sanding.
Grandma Ruth Tube says, Brian, it's so good to see you back.
Thank you, Ruth.
From this.
It is.
Well, I won't say it.
It's the first one
Swampy
since
is no
retirement,
longer.
isn't it?
It's the first thing I've done for about a month, I think,
Yeah.
or more
Well, since
maybe.
your computer broke, I think.
Since the computer broke.
Yeah.
Yep, that's correct, Pete.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that inclusion looks good, Brian. If it's designed like that,
It's-
that's nice.
It's fine now. It'll do. There's just a tiny little bit of punkiness in the bottom there. I don't know how far in it'll go. Let me just have a little poke at it with a mini screwdriver and see.
By the way, you're off the Christmas card list, says Rob.
Oh, thanks, Rob. Cheers, mate.
Hello, Lucy.
That's not too bad. I think
That'd
we'll
be
get
great
away
when you
with it.
shaped it a bit.
I'll just leave that.
All right, Lucy.
Greg Alexander.
Right, so I'm just going to shape this
Hi,
all
Greg.
up right here a little bit. Give this a little bit of shape here.
Andy the Woodwork Learner says,
I don't want to take too much off it.
Woodwork SK114 will not be joining us this evening, as unfortunately his dad's cancer has got worse and he's sitting with him in hospital.
That's sad.
It is.
Tren Creek Woodturners Cornwall just joined us.
Hello.
Hello, Tring.
Somebody having trouble with a microphone there.
Pete. Or me.
I'm hoping it's not me.
Is it me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
might
just
be
heard
you.
a lot
It
of
was windy.
rattling and banging and clunking, and
Could
I
be
think
the
we'll make this.
alcohol
I
going
think we'll
down.
make this foot a little bit narrower. Well, maybe
Charlie.
not, maybe not.
CET Woodworks has joined us. He says, question, what are you making, Brian? Looks like
Me.
a pulley.
It's going to be a pedestal bowl. Less of your cheek.
Greenhaven
Brian,
Creations is in. Sorry.
Good evening, Brian.
We'll leave a
That's
little
about
bit of a.
pedestal bowls is they're very hard to turn into funnels.
They are,
Not that
they,
it's not possible, but
they are.
Take a little bit more out of there. Make that a little bit lighter looking.
You got 69 people watching you, Brian.
70.
Thank you, guys.
welcome everyone.
Good to have you all back. Good to be back. A little bit more there, I think, maybe, just to make it a little bit more elegant. I don't want it to be too elegant because I want to decorate that. What we will do is, we'll just check that. Sorry. Take it out of the way. I think that'll be okay. Now I need to try and get a decent cut on the bottom of this. It is not very nice wood, so I'm going to have to try and get as good a cut as I can.
It actually looks like horse chestnut to me, and that does go very punky very quickly.
Mm.
It is horse chestnut, yeah.
Ben.
Now, Ben, come on. Benjamin
Ben
says,
said,
I'm not going to lie. I'd rather be watching 360. But Brian's live will do.
Cheers, Ben. Appreciate that.
See you Thursday, Ben. 360.
I'll see you on Thursday. That's not too bad a cut. It's not too punky still. It's pretty good. I've got most of that away. And that's not too bad either. I'm going to leave the shape of that on the outside. I think I'll like that. I like it.
I like the look of
If
the
you
grey.
like it, that's fine.
It's the main thing.
Right, where is that sandpaper? Here we go. Just so Rob doesn't fall off his stool again.
Alex has said that he used Klingspor abrasive for the first time today. At least he's come back and said, Wurzel, we only use Klingspor. Yeah, it's because you've got 50 metres of each.
Like this.
Yeah, because you won it.
Take note, Rob. This is a quick bit of 180 grit. I'm hoping to get away with that as a starting point.
Wayne says
Bring up my extractor.
he went to the wood supply today and got some very nice sycamore, ash, and elm.
Very
Very
nice.
nice.
Good man, Wayne.
Where's the nearest wood supplier to you, Wayne? How many miles away?
God, restarted already. I'm not going to ask that
Grandma
question.
Ruth Tube says, how many have got their tree up?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got 3 trees standing up right in the garden.
Christmas trees are up.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
Christmas
trees, a
trees.
couple
No,
of trees
we
in the
haven't
garden and
like
on the
that.
edge.
Can't bother with Christmas tree.
Johnny Foster is in.
Johnny.
Good evening, Johnny. Colin at Turnlink says he's got his tree up, so's Greg Alexander.
Going to have to use some 80 grit on that, I think. It is a bit punky. Have I got a
Big
bit handy?
sanding pad. Nice big sanding pad. Spread the load.
Are you staining it
Oh.
or not? Because you could put some sealer on it and sand it if you're not staining it.
Well, there's a few people.
Terry, you got a job to do.
What's that?
Grandma Ruth Tube wants the tree up now.
No.
Right.
She can do it.
My tree went up at the weekend. Michelle did most of the work. I just helped and supervised a little bit.
Managed. Wayne saying 60 miles away. A one-man operation for the wood that I went for.
Good man.
60 miles a trip.
Must have been cheap for you to drive out far, Wayne.
There we go.
And Michelle says, Terry, get the tree up.
I'll go out in the workshop and get one of those Christmas trees out of the box I made. I do.
And Benjamin says, my tree is up. Well, I say my tree. I've just put a star on one of my indoor plants. Okay.
But Trent Creek Wood Turner says, no, not yet. But Katie, the Cornish maid, is on at me every day. My answer is still no.
That's not very nice.
Good man.
And Wayne said, my tree is up in the loft.
Up in the loft where it should be.
I don't even know if we got a tree.
Mike Hughes in. Good
There we go.
evening.
Mike, you was the second one in, a third one in. I did remind you.
But not on. Wayne was my top person.
No, Michelle was the top one, really, but you missed that as
not
well.
Not for me. Wayne was the top person.
I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to sanding seal that now.
Mike, you was about 10 down and you still missed him. That's all right.
Look,
Standing
don't
seal.
Right,
start,
I'll keep Ryan here.
or I'll set roof on you.
No, you won't.
Yeah, you two.
I think I might actually stay in this.
Okay.
I was going to standing seal there, but I've seen mine.
Christmas Eve a tree should go up.
Now, Grandma says,
That's flat.
What's the finish
Terry
like, Brian?
Bray, you will
The
know
finish is
we
good
have
now.
a tree
I'm happy
tomorrow.
with the finish.
Now you've
Stain it
said that.
So I'm going to stain it with.
Didn't even know we had one.
We need Christmas colours, don't we?
You do now.
Yep.
Hmm.
So you want mould of wine colour.
What's mould wine colour, Terry?
Purple,
Red.
mauve,
Deep red,
purple.
but not purple.
Well, I would like red. Red and green. But I don't want.
Red.
I'm going to try and get it to leave the
You want,
texture.
yeah, well, the stain will show the thing through, won't it? So,
I hope so.
Won't it?
yeah.
We're about to
not
find
that.
out.
It's
I'm
not
just
Oh,
gonna
the boy
paint
said green. No, it didn't. It said plum.
Paint it on with a brush. So I am.
Airbrush.
Oh, do I want to airbrush it? Could I be bothered airbrush? I do it with red. Could I be bothered airbrushing it, Terry?
Don't know. It's up to you, Bri.
It will be
Well,
if
the
Professor's in.
If it
We
has
got
to
all
be
evening.
that, it has to be ruby then.
No, Alex.
I haven't got anywhere to be, Bri.
Have
Oh.
you not? Oh, that's all right then.
You can carry on.
Alex says,
Don't
it's
suppose
bad enough
anybody
we-
else has on a Monday evening either. So
Alex
Said
says,
that.
Time
it's
limit.
bad en-
I've only brought 4 cans out.
all right, that's okay. We'll be done before that, Pete.
Only 4, Pete. That gives us an
Alex
hour.
says, it's bad enough with Mum and Dad moaning at each other. Now it's moaning at Auntie Joe. I'm known as Auntie Joe.
Right.
Miserable, Auntie Joe.
Let's go with
Phew.
miserable Auntie Joe. That's not very nice, Terry.
Colin
That's
says
My
we're watching.
Goodness.
We're going to watch paint dry for the 3rd day in a row.
I know. Well, it's Terry's fault. You don't have to watch.
Lovely old
Not right,
job.
Terry?
You don't have to yet. Second word.
So, plum on the outside. I want to
Stains
There
into
you go,
green,
Roy.
Brian.
Plum on the
Where
outside
should I
of
stain
yeah.
this?
Plum at the bottom, going up to red.
No, I'm just going to do red first, Terry, to see what it looks like.
You don't like spinning the lathe when doing it, do you?
Do not.
Less patchy if you just spin the lathe slowly and just control the spray.
It'd be less patchy if the paint would come out.
Oh, well, that's down to
There we go.
maintenance of the gun.
It's not very red, that. May have to do
Yeah,
something
it
to
is.
enhance
No, he
that.
said, stop trying to be the Grinch, Terry. Get the tree up.
Ruth will tell you, always. Well, if I had my way, I wouldn't put the tree
God.
up, but you know,
Let's do my
always
head
put
in
it up
that.
last, just Christmas Eve. Take it down Boxing Day.
Alex said, I thought we were going to see the cannon being fired tonight.
Oh, you are.
Patience.
Oh,
Patience.
yeah, yeah.
Have patience, children. Don't know what's wrong with this airbrush. It's not working.
Raymond Wise says, no tree this year.
Ah,
I think my daughter and grandchildren are off to Mexico City for 3 weeks.
Mexico?
Look at them.
Mexico for Christmas.
Mm.
Interesting. At least it should be warm.
And Albert Dawson said, we watch our 3-year-old grandson Thursdays and Fridays, and our tree went up the past week. He had a lot of fun.
Bet you did. Well,
Cats like trees, don't they?
they do.
I think I'll have a slice of Toblerone.
You do that, Terry. I'm just wondering, is this airlock in this little bottle?
Oh, that's throwing well.
Getting somewhere.
Excellent.
I like dark in the bottom of this.
A bit of plum.
There we go. We're getting somewhere now, Tara.
Yep. Now you got the flow going.
Now,
Didn't do it. And just opened the bottle and let some air into it and screwed it back up again. And it seems to be working.
Alan Gibbs asking, what's the paint, Brian?
It's a stain and it's Hampshire Scenes, intrinsic colours ruby.
That's nice.
Ruby and red. What?
Ruby is red, Terry.
The other one. The darker
Flame.
one.
Flame. No, this is the dark one. Ruby's the dark one. Flame is the lighter one. A little bit of that knot has just fallen off. Like. No matter.
Have you got anything small, Alex? Alex says he's in fourth week of recovery, so not able to put tree or decks up this year.
Oh dear, Alex.
Just put some baubles
Hope
in.
recovery's going well, Alex.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hopefully so.
I'm just giving this lots of colour. It is soaking in rather badly. That'll do, I think. I don't want to cover the...
Got a mouthful, Colin. I told him I'm still eating it.
We can hear that, Danny.
There's a large bar.
That was the microphone just getting moved there, guys, if you didn't know that sound. Oh dear, Terry. What do you like?
Grandma RoofTube says, Christmas is a special time, full of love for all.
I love you all year round, Ruth.
So we'll just let that dry off a little bit.
Well, I have done for the last 46. 7,
And I'm
8.
going to put some ruby on the bottom. And we'll finish the bottom with ruby. Oh, not ruby, plum. Just for Roy the boy. Let's see if I can find the plum. Aha, there it is.
And Rob said, new love of my life, Asda extra special brown butter and rum mince pies.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Does.
Asda's wife. We don't shop in Asda. Not anymore. We used to. Shop in Tesco's now because there's no Asda around.
Well, strangely you should say that, Terry, because we used to have a really big Asda in Downpatrick. Until, if you remember, guys, a couple of weeks ago, we had a massive flood in Downpatrick.
You did, yeah.
And Asda had been built on what used to be a floodplain. And the foundations sunk.
What the heck?
And the huge cracks in the walls appeared.
So you have an Asda now then?
It's not Asda's fault because Asda only leased the place. So, but now we have.
So where are you going now?
No, we don't have an Asda until something else is sorted out. We just go to a local shop now, local sort of Spar shop.
Right.
Do you have Spar over there?
Yep.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Henderson's, it's called over here. Henderson's Spar. Just a big retailer. So we go there. And if we're needing anything in particular, we can always head off to Portadown or Lisburn or something. Right. So that's that bit. Now I'm going to do something that I probably should have done before I did that. But I'm going to make a track along the top here. But I wanted to leave it natural. So where is my small tool? There we go. Put that in there. I'm doing this now because I want to just give that some time to dry. And all I'm going to do is use my skew and just cut a line in there. Hopefully, just down from the top, about 1/2 inch. Right there.
That
do the
looks
same
lovely,
thing
does
a
that?
little further down. Oh. I'm just going to take out between those lines
You could gold leaf that bit.
with a parting tool. No, I'm just going to tie a bit of ribbon on it, Pete. Gold leaf it. Listen.
And Rob, the professor, said he's being quiet tonight because he's just lost a great mate and right-hand woman in the
Ah.
cavalry, died from skin cancer.
Oh, dear.
Congratulations, Rob.
Sorry to hear that, Rob.
Yeah. Condolences, bud.
Age UK Woodworks in and JP Woodworks in. Right, both.
Good evening. I'm just going back.
So just my little parting tool just to take that out. I just had this idea. So what I'll do is I'll tie a piece of Christmas ribbon round that. There we go. And you'll never see that again. Not so much tie it around, we'll make sure it goes in nice and tight and we'll stick it in. That's what we'll do. Oh, we've got a tiny little gouge that I can just take that.
Susie's not typed it yet, but I know she's saying you could gold leaf that, Brian.
Good, aye.
You can just imagine that, can't you?
Just a little detail gouge to try and make that nice and tidy. And that'll be fine.
Brian?
Yes, mate. Oh, that's all right. There we go. That'll do. That just gives that little decorative rim then. If I get a piece of ribbon and glue it back in there, I'll do that after the show's over.
Now, Susie's correcting you there, Pete. She says we've read I would silver leaf this, not gold leaf it. Well,
you would? Well, the next thing I'm going to do is put glitter spray on it.
What colour?
Gold.
Okay.
That's gold and glitter spray. So we'll see what that looks like. And I probably should have sanding sealed this first, but no matter.
Johnny Foster's having to get back to work, so he's having to go. Okay, Johnny.
Cheers, Johnny.
Ta for now.
So that just puts a nice shimmer of gold on there.
Yeah,
it's almost like gold leaf. We'll just let that sink in a minute. A little bit more on the bottom. Cheapest chips comes from Lidl.
Oh, Lidl.
That's where it is. Yeah, that's lovely. We'll just have to let that dry a little. In fact, whilst it's drying, I'll just turn it around and I'll get it off of here. And we'll just get it into the chuck then. I'll need to cut that off first, but we'll just saw that off now.
Paul Gavin is in. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
You've still got a mouthful of Toblerone, Terry?
We have.
Yeah, it's a big piece of Toblerone.
There we go. I'll just take that off the wood one through.
I just got a hint to my dear lady that my fruit and nut Toblerone has run out.
Oh, no.
Hint, hint.
Oh, you look, somebody send you some.
JP has said that
just
AGK went to pay for something today and had to stand on tiptoe to reach the card machine. And Wayne said he should have taken his step stool.
Did I hear him saying he was 4 inches smaller than you or something? I'd seen something on Facebook today.
2 inches, he said.
2
I thought it was
inches,
6 inches, but
Mm.
let's pop that in
I
there.
reckon it could
I
be
must
more
admit, I
than that.
wasn't expecting him to be so
2.
10
long.
inches
I reckon it
doesn't
could be
matter.
more than that.
Nice man.
I mean, at the end of the day, Hugh's not that big either. Right, that's that one. I tell
No,
it on.
but you don't particularly notice that, do you? So,
Just loosen it off a wee bit. And then screw that up. We may have a crack in this as well.
no.
I'm a demon for picking rubbishy bits of wood, huh? So now what we'll have
You're
to do is
welcome.
make a bowl.
Welcome, babe.
Who's he talking to now?
Michelle.
JP said, well, yeah, 2 inches shorter, he said. No one got hold of AGK's phone, I promise.
JP. Sounds like something JP built to.
Your dear lady was thanking me for her clock.
It's got a bit of a wobble.
Yeah.
I think the base is good.
Right.
It's the top that's got a slight wobble to it.
We'll find out in a second. We shall find out in a momento. A little 3/8 bowl gauge. A little bit more speed, and we'll see.
And now is when you've got to remember you're doing end grain.
Yeah.
I know. But the wood being this soft, I don't think it's going to make any difference.
No difference. It'll just fall apart anyway, I expect. Currently 77 people watch that paint
Oh,
dry.
excellent, guys.
Very
Thank you
nice.
very much.
Thank you, everybody. Yep.
I'm impressed. Take the gloves off again.
It's a good one
Bad
for the ring
habit
tool if you've got it handy.
For the ring tool.
Yeah, drill a hole in it.
I do.
Thin it out.
Nice end grain bowl. It's good for a ring tool. So Glencoe Woodbrook said, Ruth, are you taller than Terry?
Don't
Yes, of
be
course she
silly,
is.
Todd.
Of course she is, Todd. Ruth is just gorgeous. She's not a hobbit.
Change the camera, Brian.
Sorry, guys.
I'll keep you right.
That was painful.
Now, I think I may want to leave a bit of a rim on this.
Now, don't forget your sweet quantities have got to fit in there, mate. I just
Yeah.
took the masking tape I put over a cut on my arm earlier.
Hmm.
Pulled all the hairs out my arm. That hurt.
Just shave
Now
the
you
arm
know what
first
waxing
before
is
you
like.
put it on. After you cut your arm, you should have shaved a bit off so that you could put the tape on.
Yeah, I didn't have a skew handy.
You got about 12 skews.
I don't
You
have
could
a
have
sharp
found one.
gouge. Don't have a sharp gouge handy. Let me just go and quickly sharpen this. So, just eating the tools, that piece of wood. I'll give this a quick sharpen.
Mark S is in there. Good evening, Mark.
Oh, Mark.
Good evening.
Evening, Mark. Let's try that and see will I cut it.
Is that stain bleeding down through the rim that I can see there?
Sorry?
Top just now, I think there's stain coming down through the
Just a tiny little bit, Pete.
Mm.
Crumbs,
Yeah.
you spotted that well.
Just a tiny little bit.
Grandma Ruth Tube says Terry has actually shrunk at least 1 inch.
Yeah, old age does that, yeah.
I can reduce the rim a bit.
You tend to bend over a little bit, don't you? You don't stand as straight.
What are you talking about now, Joe?
When you start shrinking a little bit, it's only because of your gait, isn't it? It's nothing.
Is it?
Anthony Green's in. Good evening, Anthony.
Ruby Clare's in. Hello, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
So, are you actually going to put sweets in this bowl then, Brian, or something else?
Yeah, I think sweets will go in it. Yeah. Michelle did buy some sweets.
Okie doke.
I seem to recall.
I'll probably just burn mine because we don't buy sweets.
This is probably
They-
the worst piece of wood
And they
I've
don't
done.
last very long in my house. So I'll get sweets. I
Ages.
Why
use them.
don't you put nuts in then?
Look at that.
Don't buy them
Horrendous.
either.
It's absolutely horrendous piece of wood.
It is, you can tell.
Ever going to get a decent finish on that? I do not know.
Use a ring tool.
Yeah, ring tool give you a finish.
I don't think the ring tool cut the mustard, boys.
It's sharp, would you?
Let me see. Ring tool, ring tool, ring tool, ring tool. Let's drop that down just a fraction. Let's see all that. Oh, that's the wrong tool.
Or as Todd said, use 40 grit sandpaper.
Now, I
Well,
know
it
that's what the
should.
book says, but I would tend to use it the other way around for that.
Yeah, put the bevel on. I
clunky.
do too.
Well, there is a flat on there, Terry. When you get on there, you can actually feel yourself riding the bevel there. There's a
Yeah,
bevel on that side, but it's much steeper bevel.
it is
Hmm.
steeper, but I think on
But
funky
it-
wood
it-
it works better, in my
Solid gold.
experience.
I know it's harder to get it in there though. But
If anybody watching hasn't used one of these tools before, they look a lot scarier than they are.
Hmm.
I introduced Terry, Brian, and Mark to this a couple of years ago now, wasn't it, Terry?
about 2.5.
Yeah, that's not
Um,
good, I guess.
And they all had the same
I used to
reaction.
use a hook tool before
When they
that,
first
but
saw it,
I
they,
like
they
a ring.
thought it was scary. But once they'd used it, it's not scary. It just looks it. But yeah, it's just like a hook tool.
Yeah, I
without,
used hook tool for quite a few
without the
years.
end.
They were easy.
But only good for end grains.
Oh yeah, only good for end grain.
Neither way is working, guys.
That's just too bad, is it?
Yeah, it's just too punky. I'm just going to try a
40
bowl
grit.
gauge.
30
I'm going to
grit,
try a bowl
whatever.
gauge going down anyway.
Actually, why don't you try a negative rake scraper on its angle?
Let me just try this first, Harry. Let me try my
See
bowl
if it-
gauge.
But obviously, it's as it is, isn't it? It's tearing out.
Wayne just said that they are brilliant on end grain, and yeah, they are.
3/8 bowl gauge. Let's see, can we take a
And I've
cut
got-
this way?
Got one Brian's using, plus a larger one. And they don't
They
really
got the
use
inch
that often
diameter.
because it's only end grain that they're good for, but they are good at the job.
JP says your tool is missing a screw and a carbide tip, Brian.
Indeed, it is not. Well, that's actually good there. It's only right in the middle now, so I'm just going to sand the rest of that. I'll mess about with that. Take all day. It's just too punky.
It's end grain, Ruby.
It is end grain, yeah. It's end grain and it's chestnut and it's as punky
It's
as
punky.
2 days and 2 tomorrows. I don't like it at all. But anyway, we're going to give it a go with some 80 grit when I can find my 80 grit disc. That's the wrong disc, Brian.
Wayne says he uses the hook tool end grain, and it's a brilliant tool.
Yeah,
It's basically the same
brilliant.
cut.
They are lovely.
It's the same cut. It's the same cut, yeah. It's just I'm got a hook tool. So if you've got punky wood and nothing else is working, I've tried everything. Tried a spindle gauge, tried a hook tool.
40 grit
Right.
sandpaper.
I've got some 80 grit sandpaper. I'm going to turn the speed down a bit. And I'm going to sand it, not that slow. We're just going to power sand it. And even though we'll try to take quite a bit of material away, we're not going to go pressing it too hard. We're just going to let the sandpaper do the work.
Mark at Turn Again Crafts has just joined us. Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Good evening, Mark.
Sandpaper is a cutting tool, so don't be afraid to use sandpaper, guys.
Lots of it.
That's what it takes. That's what it takes. There you go. That's almost a perfect finish in there.
One of the nice
That's
things
just a
about horse
quick run
chestnut,
of
it does get
sandpaper.
funky, but it's soft. So when you sand it, it comes back
Yep.
back into finish quite quick.
I could have been
I
chasing
can't
that
believe
all
it.
day with a gouge, and a little bit of 80 grit sandpaper fixes it.
Good evening, Mark.
Tiny little
Mark
bit on this
Harvey's
edge
joined
now.
us.
Who was that? Sorry, Joe, Mark.
Mark
Who?
Harvey.
Oh, Mark
Joined
Harvey. Hi,
us.
Mark.
Yeah.
And because it's a sweet jar, I've just rolled that edge over a little bit. Or a sweet dish.
We are missing about 37 thumbs up. If you'd be so kind, folks, and just click that thumbs up button and encourage Brian to come back on again.
That's if you want me to come back. I mean, I don't really mind.
Yeah, we do.
I'm just going to quickly go up to these grits now. Give that a quick blow out so there's no dust in there. I'm not sanding dust.
Yeah, it's important to remove the dust because you might possibly have bits of grit in there as well from the previous.
From the sandpaper as well, yeah. You leave a bit of 80 grit in there and then put a bit of 120 in, you'd
A
be
nice
going
line.
back with 80 grit, wouldn't you? I think that's okay.
And when he
180,
said, ask me excuse about using Kingsborough abrasive, he
240.
used it as if it was stolen. And it was.
And he did.
This is a piece of 240 Abernet from Kingsport. Well, it's not Abernet, it's Kingsport's version of it.
Yeah, KH 72, 46, 93, 21B,
Yeah,
something or another, probably.
stroke 18, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. Chris at Bailey Woodbrook said maybe some wood hardener overnight. Doesn't really help with chestnut, to be honest.
Now, if you have a look at what's coming off of that, guys. If you look at the stuff that's coming out of that, there's hardly there is the odd little shaving, but most of it's dust. So almost impossible to cut. Right, now, what do you want me to do with the inside, guys? Do you just want me to leave it natural, or do you want me to do something else with it?
Natural.
I think it looks quite nice natural, to be honest.
Even like
I
it
like
is.
the grain on it.
The grain is nice. We'll just sanding seal that then and see what happens. Sanding sealer. I'll use spray sanding sealer. I'll use this acrylic sanding sealer.
You could use oil, says Anthony Green, but if you do, you won't need a sanding sealer because it won't work.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to use oil. I'm going to polish it. I want it to be shiny.
Alex says it'd be a
The
shame to
sweets
lose the
slipping out.
spalting.
Yeah, it is quite a nice
It
piece
is.
of wood, to be honest. So we'll just let that run a minute. A little bit more in the middle. There we go. That'll do. And we'll give that a quick buff up when it's done.
You might want to give it a couple of coats if it's sunk in quite a way.
Well, we'll see how quickly it dries to.
Mm.
If it dries in patches, we'll give it another coat. Whilst I'm waiting, I'll just stick some of these gouges back on the wall where they belong. And
While it's spinning, you could be sharpening them.
well, I'm not going to sharpen them. I'm not going to do any more of that. I don't think. What I'm going to show you now is I have a piece of wood here that I started making earlier. Let me just go to the overhead there. I have this bowl blank mounted on a chuck already, and I flattened the end there, and I put some black paint on it, and we're going to mount it on there in a minute, and we're going to fire some paint at it. Projectile painting. We have
Robert
a
Broadwood's joined us.
Who's that?
Robert Broadwood. Hello, Robert.
Hi, Robert. Welcome
And
along,
the
buddy.
Yorkshire Gate.
Hi, Glenn.
And they get in.
Graham.
Glennis.
He'll be left in bed now. He must have heard the word projectile and jumped in here.
Yeah.
Been eating his tea.
Yeah. Right. Put the paint away.
So you're going for the projectile
Got to try
this
any.
evening.
I'm going to try it.
It's got to try it.
It's got to be done.
It's got to be done.
What I was looking for is my. So I've made a little projectile. This is it. It's hollowed.
Close up. We have a close up.
Close up.
There we go. So it's hollowed on this end. I just turned it on the lathe. Give it a little bit of a design, and a larger hole on the other end, and it's got 4 barrels.
Gatling gun.
So we're going to fire 4 colours of paint all at once and see what happens. Now,
Okay.
you've already seen how Terry did this. Terry had the straw, and he just puts a little bit of wadding in there, And now all we have to do is get some Joe Sonia paints in the holes.
So this is
Michelle's
now
asking, did
effectively
you
an
made her
arm
hat?
race. We've
Have
gone
you
No,
from
made
a
her
no.
hat yet?
gone from a single barrel cannon to the 4-barrel cannon.
Yeah,
barrel.
in one day.
So we're going to go with blue, violet.
Ben said, "You seem to have a wobble, Brian. Must be your
Yeah.
age."
Does I? Definitely is my age. What is that?
Dodgy
Turquoise.
piece of wood.
They're all greens. No, that's red. What is that? That's the green I want. Iridescent green, violet iridescent, blue iridescent, and red. That's the 4 colours I want. This will be interesting, but I need to get this off first. Let's have a look at this. Let's try.
Brian from Green Evans having to go.
Does need another coat. Hi, Brian.
Bye, Brian.
And see you
Thanks,
later, mate.
Brian.
Thank
Take
you
care.
for coming out. Talk to you later. Just one more
Michelle
coat of this
doesn't
one.
look
there.
impressed by the answers and no.
Oh, does she not?
No, do you say no to her often?
No. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but no, but yes. Right, we'll take that off now and leave that to dry somewhere else.
She does go on a bit about that. I mean, it's only been about 3 years now.
I know. So, well, it's
Yeah,
only
so-
years. It's only, I made it
Yeah, it's
last
not
year.
very long, is
It's
it?
only, it's
Just
not even a
Michelle.
year yet.
Do Brian a
about
favour.
time it
Don't
was
keep
finished, though.
reminding him every year.
Yeah, but
But-
it should be finished now.
It's not even a year yet. I mean,
I'm
I
on
don't-
Michelle's side.
You be quiet. Double female.
More than one mention in a
It does
decade of
that.
nagging, isn't it?
That's what I think. Yeah. You mention it more than once in 10 years, it's classed as nagging.
Yeah.
Well, that as it may
It's
be.
not. Put this on
Oh,
here.
there's 82 people waiting to see the Gatling gun go off, Brian.
Oh, God, I hope this works.
So do we.
It will even work. Right. The biggest problem, I think, will be if I put that chuck on. I didn't mean to do that. You know, I haven't got my protection device up yet.
Ah.
I need the lace protector on.
That's a piece of cardboard, isn't it?
I made a wooden one.
Yeah, you stole my design, Terry. This is my
You made
wooden
one
one,
as
Terry.
well. You copied me, did you?
Let me go.
I made it so I didn't have to
Your stock camera's not working. Oh,
slot it on the hole.
yeah, so I did the same thing, Terry. Look, just like that, and then you just screw your piece in.
Yeah, I made mine so I could put the chuck on after. Leave it on and do it. Makes it easier.
What's easier than that? Just bring that forward a little bit.
Having to take a chuck off.
There you go. Nice and simple. Let's have the painting tray on the
Now, if you
table.
don't want to make one yourself out of wood, you can always get cardboard box.
Alan's
When
going
you-
to do
when
a
you-
good line in cardboard boxes.
When you
just go
fire
to
it,
Amazon
Brian-
and buy something that's about the right size.
Yes,
When
Terry.
you fire, can we have it at the other angle, looking
Yep.
at it? Because it'll be closer.
Yep.
Thank you. What colours are we having?
We are having iridescent red.
Right.
If I can get enough paint in this.
Fred Gilliver's just joined us for this. Well done, Fred.
Evening, Fred.
Hi, Fred. The trouble is loading
Well,
a cannon is the hard bit.
We're going to have the green, haven't we?
Lucy's got it completely wrong. She says, if things are done when we ask, there would be no need for us to nag. The
I
thing
agree
is,
with that as well.
once you ask, it will get done.
Oh,
Just not necessarily
Just a question of when.
today.
just not just whenever you think you need it done. I mean,
Yes.
that's how it works, Lucy. Just knock that down a wee bit. There we go. That's one loaded.
Do you know what now, Brian? We have to patent an idea of making cartridges to go in that for.
Oh, I was thinking that,
Just
Terry.
load a cartridge up. Click, bang.
I was thinking that, Terry.
So you don't have to
Well, like-
put painting individually. You can have cartridges.
You know, like your Parker refills, you know, that kind of way.
Yeah. Just load them in.
This thing has legs. It's getting enough paint in there to be effective.
Oh.
Oh, that went in better.
You don't need you didn't need a huge amount. So.
No, no. But I just want to get enough in there so that it has an effect.
Wayne said, "Were Michelle and Lucy talking about the appropriate deafness we men have? Were they
Pardon?
talking, Wayne? I missed that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
missed
hear
it.
that.
I missed it completely as well.
Say that again.
I know, eh? They're very cheeky of them. I mean, talking about us behind their back and stuff. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah, they're good at that.
I think the next time I'll do this, I'll get myself a little syringe,
Yeah.
suck some. Oh, wait a minute. Will it work? I don't know if that'll work. Hold on. Let
We've
me
got a
just
little
try.
dropper.
I was just thinking that, Terry. I've got these little pipette jobbies somewhere. These might do the job. This might do the job. Let's say this little job. Let's stick that in there. See, can I get some paint in it? Not really.
Take a lid off. Unscrew it.
Lid
Oh,
off, get in there.
No, I didn't want to take the lid off. Too much like work. Ooh.
Lucy
Proper.
mentioned something about blindness. I'm not quite sure what she means.
No.
That's not really working either. Too much air getting in there. Get air in
Lynn
the
says
paint.
artist fringes work great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh, I've got some in it now. Oh dear.
This
It
could
was
be
this one.
overkill.
Yeah, let's try that.
We've got 86 people watching, Brian. No
I know
pressure.
he's all mad.
Don't forget, Bry, with a short barrel, it's going to spread pretty quick, so you don't want to be a huge distance away.
I won't be, Terry.
And you got 4 of them, of course.
That'll be enough. That's that. I've got one more to go. Use them 3, put them out of the way. This is blue.
Wayne's suggesting to use some flow medium.
Yeah, I would if the next time I will definitely use flow medium. Definite, 100% use flow medium.
Grandma Richard says, well, I've been waiting for Terry to repaint the wall where he spilt his glass full of wine and he said he would repaint. Was 18 months ago and I've not mentioned it until now. I'm still waiting.
And now she's still nagging.
I can't believe you could waste so much wine.
No,
well, the thing is, Terry's fully expecting to spill another glass of wine. He's waiting until that happens before he repaints the wall.
And then I'll paint it afterwards. See,
talk
that's
about
what I was
sticking together.
Exactly.
Loaded.
Excellent.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Right. Get everything set then, eh? Be good.
Let me just have a look at this here.
Rob wants to know if you can blast glitter as well. Soon let you know, Rob. We'll have a go at that one day. Next week.
Maybe this evening.
Maybe this evening.
I would say comedian plates could be dangerous.
Oh, that would go all over the place, wouldn't it? Because
Yeah.
you only got to breathe on them and they'll fill the workshop.
Right, so that's that.
All right.
And this is designed to go
Right,
on the
to
end of the air
there.
gun.
Oh, excellent. Don't you pull that trigger yet then.
So it sluts on there.
Yeah.
Now I need a different
Change camera.
That camera angle okay there?
No. Change the camera.
Which camera do you want?
Yeah, that's good. We can see the whole thing there.
Well, get it. That's not in the right angle. That's nice. 2,000 revs. 2,000 revs.
Yeah, we're at 1100 currently.
Bit more. Get it spinning. Right up fast. 2,000-3,000.
I can't believe you haven't got a laser set on there yet, Brian.
2,037 revs.
Lovely.
We're going from this
Aim
far.
at the middle. We get it in the middle. Get it right. And oh, look at that! Perfect.
Oh, little things, little minds.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Look at
Ooh.
that. That's brilliant.
Oh, I'm not so keen.
Looks like the blue hung back a bit for some
Well,
reason.
we've got spots right out here and some nice little lines on it out here.
That
We're
might
taking a
mean that
bit.
you're.
We'll be taking a bit out in the middle, of course. Remember?
Yeah.
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 So you
I
can hit it
don't see
again with
any
something
red
else.
though.
Hmm.
Is there any red there?
There is, but it's not.
The red's the lines. The red is the one that made the lines. Look at that.
Right, so that's clean now. Give that a
Obviously, you had
cut.
a lot of one color or two colors in there.
So
Yeah,
Terry, can we adapt this to painting that wall you've got to do?
You could
of
do.
course we could.
Got to spin the house though. Have to spin the house.
Oh, that might be difficult right now. That might cause a bit of an issue. Right, let's try something.
Well, he said, Terry, that wall was when you were in Plymouth. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He also said, Brian, that's brilliant.
We're going to try
Like Harry
something
says,
else
do
now.
it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah.
Do it
Don't forget,
again.
if you don't like that, Brian, you can wipe it off with a sponge and water because it's watercolor.
You're all right, guys. Because now we're going to try this.
Right.
Pink.
Some chestnut iridescent paints.
Uh-huh.
These have got a lot of squirty nozzle.
You're gonna
So what we'll have to
gonna
do
wipe it off
first.
and do it again new, or just leave that on?
No, I'm going to put it on top of that. See what happens.
Okay. Good.
So first thing we'll have to do is reload our wadding. So little bits of wadding come from the
Rob's got
end.
it right. Look, what we need now is a 3D printed nozzle with little bottles to autofill the gun.
That's an idea,
Yeah.
Rob. So just tiny little bits
The
of
challenge all 3D printers out there.
tiny little bits of wadding in there, and then
Yeah.
use your ramrod, push them in.
AJK Woodward says, I'm on it, Rob.
Good. Post me one, Andy.
This is how you get your the amount of paint. Is how far in you push your wadding is how much paint you can put in.
Norman Greenwell's in. Good evening, Norman.
Mark Harris said,
Norman.
can we have a 3, 2, 1 go on your next firing?
Why
I
did
think
you
we
miss
actually
it?
need a drum roll, really, don't we?
Paul Kavanagh said you need a laser sight.
Hold on, I'll go get my laser pointer from the house. I do actually have a laser pointer.
I think you can get it roughly in the middle from there.
I think Paul Kaplan needs to come down here because he's the man that does all this kind of fancy gear. We need to have a discussion, Paul. Right, so that's the wadding in. Now, what do we want? Go try this red. And we've got enough blue on there, haven't we? Bit of yellow. What else have we got?
Oh,
Susan
Grandma
says you
Ruthie
need to
says,
film this in slow motion.
A
Those
nice,
reels will
nice,
do 120
oh,
at
that's
720p.
nice iridescent green. And a light blue. We'll try they for.
Grandma Rooftube says, maybe we should hold back privileges until they carry out promises.
What
Hell
privileges
no,
would these be?
that won't happen.
Privileges.
Well, he said, if I do it Saturday, it's obviously inspired by what Brian's done tonight.
Or what I did yesterday.
Or Terry did yesterday or last week, even.
Or last week.
These little bottles are better because you can just squirt that in. Oh, that fills in much easier. So
Good.
when these bottles are done, I'll be reusing these bottles, but I'll be putting Joe Sonia paints in them. Stick the blue down in the blue one. Oh, that's a lot of paint in there, Brian. Give it a wee dose.
And go back a bit further this time, Ben Bry.
Put
Got a lot of paint.
Put a bit more on it. Hell. Red. This makes filling much easier.
I've never seen people get so excited about something so
I may have
trivial.
overdone the red.
Ah, it'll look good anyway.
Hello. We'll I'll have to invest in some of these little squeezy bottles. Yellow and this one.
Things are escalating in the arms race, but also these women are plotting against us.
I know, but never worry.
The latest
these
one,
wi-
Lucy has said, lock the plug to their lathe in one of those secure plug boxes that lock. Yeah, I got crowbars, hammers, and saws all over the workshop. That's not going to stop me.
Yeah, grinders.
I just chopped the plug off and wired it direct to the mains.
That's exactly the rate. Right, here we go. We're ready again. We're loaded.
But don't forget a countdown this time.
Let's bring in the tool rest. We should bring us about.
I handheld mine. I didn't use the rest.
I'm going to put mine on the rest, Terry.
Yeah, this is a 4-barrel, Terry.
Yeah.
This has a lot of kickback, Terry. Got to be careful.
Kick back.
Let's switch the lathe on.
Fast.
Wind her up.
Quick as you go. Right up full speed.
That's a
Don't forget the
flat out.
countdown.
Flat out. 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. There's your cosmic bowl.
Ooh. That's nicer. I've got lots of little bits here. Look, here's our little bits of wadding.
Oh, yeah. It's our bod come off.
They
That's right.
they just hit the thing and bounce off, so they don't
Yeah,
actually drag themselves out there, which is good.
no, they fly off as soon as they hit, don't they?
They do, aye.
I was picking mine off the inside. But at least it's on the inside, not on the outside on the wall somewhere.
It's not. There we go. Now, let's have a look at that. Let's take that off of there. Have a look. I wonder, should I hit that with a little bit of
Susie thinks it's a great wall hanging.
It's a bit big, the bowl, a bit deep for that. Need to be a bit shallower, doesn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, this is just my practice bowl, guys. I always make one of these little
You just
things
turn it off and carry on
just
again.
turn it off again and carry on and do something else. So,
When he said, I so love this, why didn't I think of it 10 years ago?
Because I am invincible, Wayne.
Because, Wayne, you're not quite as insane as Terry is.
you're not just as quite as daft as Terry. Terry's bonkers. Right. Let me get that
Look
off.
what you're responsible for, Terry Bray.
I can't help it. I love it.
Todd said, now can you produce 4 more bowls that look exactly like that one?
Same, exactly the same, please. Yeah.
Yeah, I can. You know me, guys. I don't make it in the same twice.
Nope.
There we go.
You see why I put mine a slot over, Brian? You don't have to get in behind.
All right, mate. So it's fine. It works a treat, does it not? Did it work or did it not?
Look at that.
I'm invincible too,
Excellent.
there you go.
That's really nice and colourful.
And that's how that
Lovely.
kind of comes out. Then if I gave that a coat of varnish, hey, let that dry.
Yeah.
Give it a coat of varnish.
Varnish will look brilliant.
I think that would look 100% special. So what I want to do is just shove that out of the way a minute.
Got to say, this is a great fun method.
Of course it is.
It is. We've cracked it with those little bottles with the tiny nozzle, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way forward.
Yeah. Way forward.
So if I
Maybe
just
with a little bit of what's the name in the Joe Sonias to make them a little bit more fluid.
a little bit of flow medium.
Yeah, that might
Those
make them
chestnut
running
iridescents
easier.
are
A bit
a
more
little
runny.
bit easier, a bit more runny. So they come out a bit easier. Right, next thing I want to do is just give that a quick burnish with a bit of.
Wayne, if you're doing the chameleon colours, try the flakes. Try and hit them with flakes as well. See if that works.
Well, I'm just going to
Pack
try
one
that.
with flakes. See what
Joanne
happens.
Laurie says, very impressive, Brian.
So if I just do that first, and then get a bit of Ampere sheen and give that a quick.
Change the camera.
Well, in a second, mate. I'm on my way back. Stop.
That's it.
Stop zoom. Nice piece of tissue for buffing something up. I have a piece of cloth embedded in here.
Tosbury's a good question. What happens if you shoot off centre?
Well,
Well, it'll just be off centre. You'll
you
hold
obviously just get one side, won't you? You won't get it all going from the middle outwards. You'll get it one side.
Fear not, we will be trying said event.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say. I can see
I think
it
that's.
now.
I think that's going to be the end thing for the next 3 or 4 months for everybody. Have a go.
Ruby
It could be a
suggested a wide
hashtag.
shallow plateau would be nice.
Yeah.
That's
When I did Thursday would have done nice with that, I think.
the reason for me using that big bowl is just because the practice piece. We just turn it off and go again.
Yeah.
If you're doing it on an actual piece, you want to have practiced that bit.
Yeah, you want to know what it looks like, don't you? Yeah.
So you can
Yeah, practice different
have a better
techniques.
idea. And that's why I did that. Let's give that a second to do. Give that a quick buff. And don't forget there's a piece of ribbon to come on here, which I forgot to bring out of the house.
And Laurie has joined us. Good evening.
Hello.
And the last thing I need to do is take that tenon off.
Yeah, Rob Kingsford says, could he use old school paint catapult? What I was going to do, Rob, was when I thought about it over the last year, I was going to try and get out of a paintball gun and stand sort of 6 feet away and paintball it. But that might have been.
We've been discussing that paintball thing for about a year now.
Yeah.
And,
But I couldn't get out of a paintball gun to have a go. Would have been nice. So if anybody's got a paintball gun and some paintballs, post it my way and I'll borrow it.
Quick pressure plate. Set that over there.
Todd said practice on MDF, but if any of you also watch Stuart Farini, he did a live demo at the club that I go to a few months back now. And even with texturing, he was cutting 2 mil off and he was back to another surface to redo in a different effect.
I do.
So
that's exactly what I'm doing.
If your bowl's 10 mil deeper than you want it to be, then you've got at least 5 practice surfaces. If you're just painting, then you've got more than that.
Yeah, I've just done this blank so it is just that. That's what it is. It's just a practice blank. So a tenner for maybe 30 or 40 goes at something. If I can get this in the middle. Put it there somewhere, I think, in the middle. Somewhere-ish. It's not too bad. But that's the wrong centre. Just make the hole so as I can see it. Change centres in that. Put the ring centre in.
Maybe too much paint in it, Andy, but it'd be good fun, wouldn't it?
It's worth having a go.
I think so.
Wayne's got to go. Chill, Rain. Thanks for coming in.
Bye, Wayne. Thanks, man.
Wayne. Take care.
Catch you later, buddy. We'll just take this quickly. Take this off the bottom. Oh, it's done again. See, can I get that in there? No, I can't. I have to push the tailstock back a bit. That's it. And then get that spindle gauge again. Little 3/8 spindle gauge. It's got a little bit of a wobble, but it'll not matter. I think we'll get away with it.
You all know this anyway, but the trick here is to cut towards the headstock, keep all the pressure going towards the headstock. Check the last little bit, which you go. Just do it right.
Yep, that's indeed is the trick. And when you do have to go in the way, make sure you're rubbing the bevel and push the bevel in so as it goes in towards the headstock. This piece of wood is real punky.
Yeah, don't
Okay,
go too far. You might want to sand that before you bite it off.
That's not
Yeah.
cutting that off at all. I'll just try and get rid of as much as I can.
Yeah,
Make sure the punky don't break out in the center and fly off.
That's exactly what I'm doing, mate. Just nice and gentle.
Stop button by your knee.
We'll just stop it at that. But it is that punky, that'll just break off.
yeah.
Take the tiny little saw to it. Just run that across there. And that's where the maker's mark, etc. will go. If I just
Lewis
give
is
that.
doing this. He's driving and listening.
Come on, Lewis.
Lewis, you've got to watch this when you get home, mate.
Yeah. The Gatling gun tonight was 4 nozzled shot.
That's that.
Imagine we get waiting up to 10 nozzles.
Lewis is driving and listening. We just told him he's got to go and watch it.
That's maybe not worth watching back.
Oh, it is.
Right,
Hey,
take that
that
off.
was all of Brian's work apart from the Gatling gun bit.
That's that off.
And Roy's putting in a Temu link. I don't know what he's put in for.
Oh, God knows it's Roy. Could be anything.
Well,
It's
it's just a general link to the
It's maybe for a Gatling gun.
It says
Temu.
5-piece 5mm 10.
It's not bringing it
milliliter.
up though.
Oh, maybe it's little bottles, is it? Squeezy bottles?
Maybe little
I think
bottles.
it's
Maybe,
supposed
yeah.
to be.
It's supposed to be, but it's just coming up with a general page on
just-
mine. I just clicked
yeah.
it.
It is mine as well, Pete.
There is a scantily clad woman in the page you sent me, so perhaps that was the reason
Oh,
for
well,
it.
that's probably Roy. That's probably Roy in a dress, is it?
Could be, yeah.
It's the bottles, he says.
No, she's taller than Roy.
It's there.
Everybody's taller than Roy, except Andy, AGK Woodworks.
There you go. So there's that little bowl.
Lovely.
Very nice.
You see it from there. Nice and shiny and glittery with gold. There'll be a bar ribbon on there. And then the foot will be decorated with my logo, etc. And little sweet bow.
Yeah,
the other piece that we
I
did
like
this
the
evening-
fact that it's natural on top.
Yeah.
I think the
the-
wood
the-
speaks for itself.
The other piece is this.
There we are. Gatling gun bowl. Well, projectile bowl.
The
Four-barrel cannon.
multi-barrel projectile bow.
Unbelievable.
It's really nice because there's bits actually hit out here, and then
Yeah.
it's
Good, isn't it?
it's actually very nice. Oh God, it's still wet on the
nice.
inside.
No,
wet.
don't do that.
Sorry,
Why
Turn
is
it
it
off
pulling it
again.
out?
I'm not mad,
Take that
Joe.
all
I'm
off
cutting
and
it
do
off.
it again.
I'm cutting off. I'm cutting off.
He's
I know.
cutting it off and doing it again anyway, isn't he?
Ah,
So that would be where the bow would be, Joe, if you think about
Yeah.
it. So it's only
Fair
the bit on
enough.
the outside that you want.
fair enough.
So there you are. That's that, guys. That's my first life back after being not well and
Wonderful.
having things broken. And
Nice to see you back, and you've had a shave.
I shaved my face as well. So let me bring these hallions back on screen.
Do you
And I'll
feel
bring
like a
myself
new
back.
fella now that you've had a shave?
I feel like a new man.
Yeah, you look like one too.
You shut up, Terry. Shut up, Terry. There he is. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
brilliant.
One
Super
last look
job.
at the little bowl. There it is. Little pedestal bowl for Christmas. You can set it on your Christmas table and put a bit of decoration around the bottom, bit of tinsel or whatever.
Mhm.
And then that little attempt at a bowl.
Projectile vomiting, says Ben. Yep,
Projectile
that's
vomiting.
it.
There it is. Projectile vomiting. It worked well. Right. Thanks very much.
Can we get-
What time
If
is
you
it?
liked
It's
it,
9 o'clock.
everybody, on the way out, hit the thumbs up for Brian. And if you haven't
Yeah, if you wouldn't
subscribed,
mind,
please
give
subscribe
it
to
a
him.
thumbs up. And if you don't want to give it a thumbs up, who
Don't.
cares? At the end of the day, I'm starting to get like Terry. Don't really care about thumbs up or anything nowadays.
No, worry about things like that. We just do it to entertain. If we don't like it, tough.
Just for
Tough
fun.
come.
And the
If you
unfortunate
like
bit
it,
is I've got
always
another
glad to
piece of
see.
this horrible chestnut that
Oh
may just be
no,
going in.
Brian.
It may just be going into the house to go in the fire.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll
not gonna
burn
put up.
well.
I'm not gonna put up with
It
that
does
again.
look nice when it's done.
Well, it does, aye.
Just doesn't
The
it?
spalting in it is pretty.
Yeah, it does. It is, aye. It is
Just
nice.
hard work to cut.
Yeah,
It is. It's
Glenn's
harder
put,
work than it should be.
Joe's been
that's the
looking for
problem.
a new man. Laugh out loud.
Well, you've been looking for a new man, Joe. Oh, nobody would blame you, of course, Joe.
No, nobody would blame you at all,
No,
Joe.
nobody blame me. I told Joe. Blimey. In fact, we'd
He walked
actively
into the-
support it.
Yeah, he'd walked into the house with his eyes wide shut.
Oh,
That's
dear.
that's terrible.
How is Glynis anyway? Is he all right?
He's all right there. Yeah, he's playing with his beard.
Oh, well, Brian hasn't got one, Glyn.
No, I got rid of mine.
And he looks a lot younger, unlike
It
you.
was just too annoying, I'm afraid. It got to be too annoying. Like, oh,
I've got to keep mine or they won't serve me in pubs.
that's true.
Yeah,
I
they're
think you're
used to
too
you.
young, Pete.
They're used
Yeah, I
to you,
think you're too
Peter.
young, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm too warm now. So, who's on tomorrow? Nobody. Tuesday. Oh, Doug Miller. on
Wayne's,
Doug
tomorrow
Miller,
night.
isn't
Doug
it?
Miller's
yeah,
tomorrow.
Doug Miller's- Wayne's on Wednesday. He's going to do that. Wayne's going to have a go at that Wednesday.
Good man, Wayne. And then Thursday is 360 Club.
360 Club Thursday's day.
Friday is back to Steve.
Yeah.
And Saturday we're back to Wayne again. And Jake and Jamie, I suppose, with the
Yep.
Saturday afternoon cartoons.
And cartoons,
So-
yep.
So
Saturday
you've a
morning
whole
cartoons, in
week.
fact.
Saturday, well, it's Saturday afternoon cartoons, but Saturday morning cartoons they call it. Saturday
Because
afternoon
it's
for
Jake,
us,
isn't
isn't
it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
10 o'clock in the morning in America.
it? I remember that from when I was a kid. Saturday morning cartoons. Saturday morning matinee at the cinema.
That's it.
Anyway, that's your week planned ahead. I'm going to go and have a rest now because I'm a bit tired.
Yep,
JP
good
said they got a special guest this week on
Oh, have
Saturday
you?
morning cartoons
Yeah,
at 4
yeah.
p.m. on Saturday afternoon in England.
Who is it, JP? I can't see the chat from here. Oh,
Don't
oh,
forget,
yeah.
everybody, while JP's coming up to tell us who the special guest is, we got a special guest on Friday.
We have.
Friday on, it's Andrew Hall on
That's correct.
Steve Cavell's
Blues
channel,
Man.
SK Craft. So
Andrew
do
Hall,
come
the
along and watch
Blues
that.
Man.
Is he
That'd be
bringing
good.
his guitar?
He
Hope
may
so.
well be.
I hope so. Terry's got
Played
one.
the
He's
great
going, they're going to
entertainment
have
at
a.
Harrogate.
I've got a
Terry's
guitar.
Terry's got one. They're going to have a duet. Terry's got a
No,
week to learn the song.
I can't remember how to play it now, to be honest. It was about 60 years ago last time I played a mandolin and a guitar.
No, get at it.
Get
I
practicing.
used to be able to read music as well perfectly. I'm playing an orchestra now. I can't.
Jamie's
I
not
can't
telling
read
us who's
music
in.
now. I used to be able to.
Anyway, Jamie's not telling us who's coming in. So, right, guys, we're off. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for bed, says everybody. Boing. I'm pressing the
Bye,
button.
everybody.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
Cheers,
everybody.
everyone. Take care.
Everybody.